Welcome to Pop On to Pop Off for the last day of January. Yes, the 31st, 2025. January, the absolute worst month of the world. And there's nobody here for our Pop On to Pop Off yet. I will wait. I've got telly on. I hate to turn on the Communist News Network, but sometimes they have more reporters that can get to a scene faster. We have three now watching. Please identify yourself. We already have a like. So I hate to turn on CNN. Nobody else does, so why should I? But they do have obviously more reporters than they have people that watch that awful network these days. So sometimes they can get to a scene because we have another plane crash. We have another plane crash, breaking news as we come on tonight for this live show at 7 p.m. East Coast time, just after 7 o'clock. 7:06 right now. Rhonda Wolf is here. Rhonda in Arkansas. Hi, Rhonda. Pam Neasley is here from MT is what? I have a GED. You know that, Pam. I have to think for a moment. Is that Montana? What is that? I'm confused. Teresa McNelly is here. Hello, Teresa from Kentucky. Welcome. And Chris Starry, hello. Gail George, hello from outside Nashville, Tennessee. Susie Q, good afternoon, Mr. Jack. That means she's in a whole other zone, not the Twilight Zone, although I don't know for sure because I haven't put cameras in her home or anything yet. But she is, could be, Susie, I'm trying to think. If you're UK, Australia, I forget. Greg Hines. Greg from the Lone Star State. Hey, Jack. So you only have one star in your state? Oh, you have a bunch. Ron White lives there. Matthew McConaughey lives in Texas, and so many others. So you're not really the Lone Star State, are you? I mean, the stars shine bright, so clear at night. I'll change the lyrics just to finish the song. Deep in the heart of Texas. I think I was late with the clap. I actually never had the clap, Greg, I'm proud to say. Claudette says, hi, Jack. Yes, another plane in Philadelphia. So sad. Yeah, right near a mall, maybe into a house, and cars on fire. Single engine plane crashes near the mall in Philadelphia. Now, Erin Burnett, normally I wouldn't watch her. If she told me there was a chair behind me, I'd look first before I sat down. And I used to love these people till I found out who they really were. Good job, Trump. You exposed them all. Goodbye, Jim Acosta. Good luck over at Substack. I don't know why they'd have you. I don't know why, because they got some reputable people over there. I don't know why. I don't know why you ruined your reputation like you did. I don't know why you just did. More people are in the Average Johnny. What's that restaurant? It can't always be good when it's live. Hi, everybody. My name is King Jack. Welcome to my kingdom. Welcome to my kingdom. Hello from Mississippi, says Teresa Williams. Lizard Lounge Radio. Always sounds fun. Hi, Jack and everyone. And so that brings us up to 18 on a pop on to pop off prior to our Saturday night worldwide ramblings at 10 p.m. East Coast time. So there you go. There you go. Don't worry, I won't wear the hat for the entire show. Marty Greco, there you are. Hi, Jack and all. I have the flu. So I am just going to say hi and I'm going back to bed. Well, that's reasonable. I never had the flu, so I don't know how it is. I don't think I have in 68 years. I get the bronchitis, which is no fun, but you can kind of work through it and it's not necessarily going to put you in bed the way the flu So pray for Marty, everybody. We pray God's healing touch on Marty Greco, that he'll feel much better by tomorrow. Um, yeah, 67-year-old old man. Dick Van Dyke says you're a little whippersnapper, he says. I sure could use a lot of prayer. So pray for Marty, everybody. Hope you're doing well, says Lizard Lounge Radio. And Rhonda Wolf will be praying for you, Marty. So yes, yes, yes. Um, Fire and smoke in Philadelphia. One of my rules is I will not go up in a single engine plane and I will not go up in a helicopter. Neither one. Just won't do it. They're too vulnerable. But when a plane comes down on top of a helicopter that's flying way too high, she was flying that helicopter way too high. Obviously, that's going to take you both down. And everyone I've seen, every single picture I've seen on my telly from the people that were on that plane, the 64 that were on that plane, every single one of them looks like a grade A human being, including kids, very talented kids, and mom and dad and professors, and they all look like they were wonderful people. That's just a feeling I got from looking at their pictures. That's all. There wasn't an Adam Schiff in the bunch. Not an Adam Schiff on the bunch. There wasn't a Jake Tapper on the bunch. Barbara Kendall, hi. How are you? How are you? BK. BK, get it? How apropos. How alpo. J Cat, hello, Jack. I'm smoking here. No, don't smoke now. You gotta wait till the spring to have a cigar. Give your lungs a rest in the winter. And no cigarettes. Cigarette smoking are for, dummies. Dummies. Oh my goodness. The chance of getting cancer goes way up. A horrible ending if you're smoking cigarettes. Please don't do that. Please don't. By the way, we're brought to you tonight by Camels. No, the ones in the desert with all those humps. 2 humps, right? 2 humps. Do you want 1 hump or 2? 2 humps are always better. Ha ha ha, says Rhonda Wolf. I like that name. So welcome to all of you. Susie's in North Carolina, so it's not good afternoon, Susie. Now, are you going to confuse me like some people do? Eh? Eh? Yes, I lived in North Carolina too. I lived in South Carolina over the Charlotte, right around right up the road on 77, right from Charlotte. And I know you're in the same time zone as me, Susie Q. I haven't had a Susie Q in a long time. I mean, they're not bad, I have to say, but there's no doubt about it, you're eating junk. It's like you went to Sonic. I mean, they don't even pretend their food isn't junk. Come on, come on. And after COVID, McDonald's got rid of their salads. Let's bring the salads back with the grilled chicken to McDonald's, huh? That's what we got to do. We can't say COVID stole our salads from McDonald's forever. Somebody wake up over there. Little Becky, give him a call, will you? And let me know how it goes. Bianca Van Lyrup. Hi, Jack. Bianca. Welcome. Where are you watching from? Alex is here with a bunch of emojis. One of them is a kangaroo, which indicates he could be in the land down under. How do you keep from falling off, Alex? And more importantly, how do you mend a broken heart? How do you stop the rain from coming through? Pam Donnelly, No Stick Pam, knows how to do it, I think. She's more experienced than you and I. She's a relationship expert. No? Yes? It's 7:11 here. Well, so is it here. It's actually now 7:15. Fix your clock. It's slow. I told you don't buy those Dollar Tree batteries, but you won't listen. You won't listen. Let's see what Glenda Harnick has to say. First, Glenda, we want to wish you a hearty welcome here to the virtual church of the disillusioned. Listening as I drive home from work. I like that. I am portable. You don't have to look at my beautiful face. You can just listen to me from Fort Worth to Greenville, Texas. Yeah. I don't know too much about Greenville. I've been in Fort Worth. I've been in the Metroplex, in the Dallas, Fort Worth, Irving, whatever. There's so many places considered to be in the Metroplex. James Robinson is from Fort Worth. Do you work for James Robinson Ministries, Glenda? He's getting old now. He's getting old. And so we welcome you. I hope you'll join us Saturday night for Worldwide Ramblings at 10 p.m. That would be 9 p.m. your time in Texas. See, I know my son lives in Austin, but he's not there now. He's in Cancun, my son. He's in Cancun. Yeah. Gonna have a nice weekend there. I believe there's a wedding involved, but not his. That's all I'll say about that. Because I'm not supposed to say anything. I have to shut me mouth. I have to shut me mouth, or I could end up in a landfill. Hockey 92. Good evening, Jack and everyone. It's good to see you. And Karen Phillips as well. Karen Phillips and Kim Lackey, who's no lackey indeed. You're from the Netherlands, Bianca? Yeah? Not the Netherland, I don't think. Or are you trying to make a joke and I'm missing the humor? Um, Surely Netherland isn't spelled like that, right? It could be. I mean, now that I think about it, it could be. What do I know? I have a GED. I have a GED and I went to broadcast school for like 14 weeks. That's all I've got under me belt. My son said, Dad, you never really read a book that wasn't somebody's biography. There's a little bit of truth in that, I'm afraid. I can't tell you that you know, um, read some great literature. I have never read Poe. I have never read Shakespeare. I have not. I have never been to the stratosphere, but that's in Las Vegas. I was right outside of the stratosphere. Didn't go in, though. I think they had a big roller coaster on top. Make me scared. Make me a scared, Carol Hinman. I'm going to be 70 here in Oklahoma tomorrow. Well, God bless your heart. Carol Hinman, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carol. Happy 70th birthday to you. I will be 70 March of 2027. 2027. I hope I get there. Congratulations that you did, and many, many, many more years. Wait a minute, Carol Hinman. I thought you said you were going to be. It's not you. I see. Going to be 70, huh? And you're bragging all over the place, aren't you? Yeah. But what about those tornadoes? What about those tornadoes that come by? Okay, you're not going to be 70. I got it. It's going to be 70 here in Oklahoma. I'd celebrate that too. I mean, it's 35 right now, and we're almost celebrating that. But by tomorrow night, when I do worldwide ramblings, it'll be like it'll be like teens going towards like 11 degrees. We got a little break, and of course, it can't last. I hope they change that forecast. I would like to see that changed. It's going to be warm in the winter now because of the global warming. Hell no. Hell no. My birthday is tomorrow, says BK. I will be 66. WNBC. Yeah. Well, happy 66th birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barbara, not Barbara. Happy birthday to you. Cheryl Everhart. Hi, Jack and family. And little Becky, I'm going to be 40 on Sunday, huh? Oh, you only look like you're 27. I can't really see in that little photo. Send me a better one. Send me a better one, little Becky, you know the drill. Jack the Fair Guy at gmail.com. Maybe you can send me a picture with your birthday cake, huh? Uh, Jack the Fair Guy, Fair, like you're going to the carnival, Jack the Fair Guy at gmail.com. And well, I would celebrate 70 degrees too. Yeah, more than I will celebrate 70 years old, although I will be happy I make it if I should make it. And I'll be 42 in March. What day there, Lizard Lounge Radio, as I check the breaking news here? So see a lot of flames, but it's kind of behind them all, you know? It's behind them all. Wow, do I see a lot of flames? You know, if that thing was full of jet fuel, it's not like a commercial airliner, but still. Nope, single planes are not for me. Skydiving, piggyback, or otherwise, not for me. Uh, what do you call that thing when you jump from the rope? Bungee jumping? Nope, not for me. Not for me. No, 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 no. My nose is itchy now. My nose is itchy. There are 32 watching and 9 likes. Yes, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell so you always know when we pop on. This technically wasn't a pop on. This isn't a pop on because I let you know it was going to happen, you know? So that's like if I tell you, you know, on Friday I'm going to propose marriage on Saturday, it's not going to be a surprise on Saturday. But since I was coming on to do a video that we just released that's doing okay, referring to the Bob Joyce guitar, and also while Vernon Presley in a video that's doing very well for us, check it out. Roll in video of Vernon Presley expressing his thanks for all the condolences on the alleged death of his son, with all the letters they got and everything in front of them. Two people walked by the window. Some would have us believe the first one was Elvis and the second one was Colonel Tom Parker. So look at the video, slow it down. You know, you be your own detective there. And the second one to me looks like Colonel Tom Parker. It does. He's got the hat and everything. Jake hat. I like to break out the jumpsuit and sideburns on my birthday. Well, that sounds like fun, but make sure the side burns are really glued down tight, because in the coffin with this Elvis that they had in there, the glue had come loose on the sideburn, according to cousin Gene Smith. Not all the Smiths agree, apparently. You know what I'm saying? And that it was just kind of popped up, and there looked to be glue around the temple or sweat. He wasn't sure. Corpses don't sweat, of course. Uh, I thought Carol wasn't having a birthday. I'm getting confused here. I'm getting confused. But so it's only 4 o'clock, 4 and change on the West Coast, and who knows what it is in Australia right now. Do I have any of my Australian buddies here? Would that be that's that's the one that I just commented on. Was it you, J Cat, or was it no somebody else? Yeah, please do watch those videos there, Greg. Who knows? So, yeah, we're going back into the deep freeze at least for a day or so. Rain and snow is in the forecast. We already have the rain. It's melting the snow that refused to melt since when we had about, I don't know, a few inches of snow. missing much because they can't really get close to it. We're seeing a lot of fire trucks and stuff like that in Philadelphia near the mall. Um, it's the small planes that tend to come down in the worst places, where they're going to be in heavy population, but it can happen with a commercial airliner. But let's face it, it doesn't happen. It's the safest way to fly. But when something terrible happens and a mistake like happened over the Potomac River, it's just, it's just heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking. Huh. Now let's go to our emails. See what we have here. See what we have. Watch Elvis News Report 2025. New Elvis movie in 2025. Birthday celebration and more, says Susan Safiati. Let's see. We play a little audio on this anyway. Now listen. Yeah, that's different. That's a pop song. I'm Elvis Presley. Here is Elvis. Welcome to the Elvis Presley special. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Elvis Presley Show. Elvis Presley News Report. The video is called Elvis Presley News Report 2025 if you want to find it on YouTube. I hope that doesn't knock us out of monetization playing a promo from another video that happens to have, I hope not. I hope not because, January has been a tough month. Not too bad, but, certainly haven't made our goal. Haven't made our goal. So, and we're in the last hours of January. Not that I'm unhappy to see it go. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. What else have we got here? In the email, we have someone from Waterford City writing. Yeah, they're commenting on the fact that there will be no service at Household of Faith this Sunday. Groundhog Day, my son's 37th birthday, my son Corey. No service. I've gotten the flu, and Pastor Bob felt that it would be better not to have the service on Sunday. So where will he be on Sunday? Let's send a team out. Where will he be this Sunday? So Lynn letting us know about that. I had seen that one. And let's see, what else do we have here in the email? Tunnel to Towers, thanking me for my monthly donation. Behind me, you see the bag that Tunnel to Towers gave me. And what's this now? Yep, that's the picture of the guitar that we show on our latest video that we did at 4 o'clock this afternoon. With seems to have the letter E on the title. I mean, on the guitar. On the guitar. That's not the one from Blue Hawaii, but another one. And Christ in you, the hope of glory. Colossians 1:27. From one of our regular members. I don't like to take names that I don't have permission to do. And back to the live stream. Are there lot lizards at the Lizard Lounge? Oh, you remind me of a story, J Cat. I'm seeing a lot of black smoke behind the mall in Philadelphia. So much smoke for a single engine plane. I'll tell you, white smoke, black smoke, flames. Boyd Manila is here. That's not the way you pronounce it, but boy, it sounds good. Boyd Manila, you know? Malilla. I don't know. They're never easy, some of these names. I can't stay on but a few minutes, but nice to see everyone. Well, Boyd, star of General Hospital, I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad you did. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, it was a Lear jet that crashed. 6 killed on plane and others on the ground. Yeah, I know that there was a problem on the ground. The Lear jet. Huh. So that would be single engine? A Lear jet is a single engine plane? So they probably got that wrong. I mean, in the beginning, a lot of misinformation comes out. A lot of misinformation comes out. That could be like somebody's private jet, that comes to mind. You say 6 people. I think of something like Badget. You ever seen those commercials with the guy from Shark Tank, the nice friendly one with the dark blonde hair? What's his name again? Can't think of it. Um, but he's always doing the Badget commercials, and they have, it's a meal prepared that, based on your favorites. You got your own little stewardess, and it can be as cheap as $20,000 each way, 20 grand each way. And there's a chauffeur driven SUV waiting for you. You don't go in any airports, you avoid the airports. No, no, no. So, Trump is not going to end income tax. Is that what he signed today? I didn't see the executive orders because I went out to the Colonial to see Carmen, and I thought my friend Leon, but Leon was a no-show. He's 81 years old, and he's working double shifts. I'll tell you what, it's like he's got young girlfriends or something. I don't know. Um, but I know he was gonna change some things, and he's certainly going to strive for no tips. I mean, no tax on tips in the entertainment industry, in the service industry in general, not just in Las Vegas, right? Hockey 92, you are amazing. I don't know about that, but I am certainly appreciative, Hockey, more than you will know that you hit the thanks button right down there at the bottom of the screen without me asking. Let the record show the the presenter did not ask. 1999 on the thanks button in our last hours of January, in a month that we are well under. We are well under. So thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Just made my tax appointment today. I'm going to have to pay tax on the 2024 tips. So we shall see. We shall see how it all balances out, It all balances out. Thanks again, Hockey 92. You'll see the thanks button there. Any amount is fine. $1, $2, $3, $5. If you have been very, very blessed and you've been watching me for years, use the Cash App. That would be my plea there for the Cash App, because I get more of it. But I get a nice chunk of that too, Hockey 92. Thank you to Google and YouTube. I'm very thankful for that. Cash App is lowercase letters Media Guy 56, MEDIAGUY 56, lowercase letters Media Guy 56. I was born in 56, That's why I'll soon be 69 years old on the first full day of spring, March 21st. And me and Matthew Broderick and Rosie O'Donnell, and it would have been Eddie Money, but he's no longer with us, and a whole bunch of people born March 21st. It just is a whole bunch of people. I mean, Broderick, Matthew, and Rosie were born on the same day. And I just was talking to Karen about somebody else that was born on March 21st. Who knows someone else that was? In the same year, 1956. So there you go. There you go. Thank you, Hockey 92. Very much appreciated, because I don't have a lot of my regulars here, and I love it when, well, you've done it before, but when new people hit it for a few dollars, that really helps. Small plane crashes near mall in Philly. Um, it's not the greatest video, folks. I see flames now right next to a apartment building that has lights lit, and I don't know if they evacuated there, but that fire is not too far behind them, and it's a very people are still driving not far from that fire at all. I mean, they didn't close the street there. People got to get home. So they're not far at all. Maybe a few hundred feet from the fire, maybe less. I don't know. It's a high traffic area. And that's just the way it is. I'm moving things around for you. How's that? Holy schmoly. That 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 jet was loaded with fuel, I'm sure. That Lear jet, if that's a correct report. I agree with you, Lizard Lounge Radio. But $1, $2 is fine too. It all goes into the till that I'll receive the third week in February. So there you go. Um, oh yes, Jake, are there a lot lizards at the Lizard Lounge? You remind me of a time where I was working for Security Patrol of America. They gave me a patrol car, and my post was to drive to the truck stops of America in Maybrook, New York, and just kind of patrol the truck side of the parking lot. And my job was to keep the lot lizards out. And they had a slang name for my job. The second word in the title of my unofficial tour of duty was posse. The word posse. You can figure out the first word. Nobody ever came because they had CBs and the ladies had the CBs. And so they would just talk to them on the CBs. Now cops could intercept that, though. That's the thing. That's the thing that about that. But I never found one lot lizard, which is code for a prostitute. I never found one. It was the easiest job in the world, being on the what posse. There was a Lizard Lounge Club in Houston, but don't know if it's still open. Huh. The world is full of lovely people and some real bad people too. But there are many lovely people. A lot of Lizard Lounge radio here. Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you. Small plane crashes in Northeast Philadelphia. 2 people on the plane, it says. Several injuries on the ground. So, the information will go back and forth. That could change and it could be 6, like you said. And, it depends what source you're watching and what have you. Let's hope it's minimal. Let's hope it's minimal. So, what else is going on? What else is going on? We have 28 watching right now and not too many commenting. Um, I like to pop on at different hours. I was considering popping on after midnight a few times this week, but I didn't. I even would like to pop on at 6 a.m. in the morning, my time, because that would be a whole different time in Australia, for example. So this week we got to see Jim Acosta leaving CNN for the last time after he gave this self-righteous speech. Um, and uh, the thing I guess that irks me most about him is the standard that he applies to Donald Trump. He never applied to Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. Obviously, I didn't watch him very much. From time to time, you tune in just to tune him out. I do the same with Tapper once in a while, just a little bit of Anderson. I can't really take after Anderson. The rest of them are just. I like him after midnight. Some Michael Holmes, who's is he an Aussie or is he a Londonite? I can't remember if he's from the UK or Australia. I think Australia. But he's down there in Atlanta, Georgia, and I like him. So I'm glad they were going to put Jim Acosta midnight to 2. No, there's really better people after midnight. In fact, half the time they're just showing reruns, of Anderson Cooper and stuff like that. So there's a better journalist after midnight, it seems. But the field reporters are terrific there. The Ben Wiedemans and the Phil Blacks and the oh, geez, there's so many now. I'm forgetting some of the great war reporters that they have. Well, Ben is one of them, and Christiane Amanpour, but she's turned very partisan lately, very partisan. And when you do that, you lose all your credibility. You're saying to 77 million people, and there's a new boss at CNN. You're saying to 77 million people. That's a Liberty Mutual commercial. You're saying to them that you don't care about their viewership. So the new boss gave orders not for Jake Tapper, Anderson Cooper, and the rest during the election coverage not to be twisting everything negative for Trump. But they couldn't help themselves in some ways. They'd get it in, they'd get it in. I mean, if there's fentanyl pouring in from places like Canada, and Trump wants to do something about it and say, we're paying you billions of dollars. You're not paying your fair share. We're paying for you, paying for your military and everything else. And he wants to change that. They try to put this spin that he's a demon for wanting to do that. Yet we have $36 trillion debt, a $36 trillion debt. Bill Clinton left with zero debt, a Democrat. Now it's 36 trillion. And they have spent like drunken sailors in the last 4 years. And right up to the last minute, they were going to send $50 million to Gaza for condoms. They caught that in time. $50 million to Gaza for condoms. That is beyond crazy. That is a that is just a glaring example. I love Carolyn, the new. Oh, it's so nice to have someone that is going to tell you the truth, and she's going to be able to answer your BS questions. She's going to let them know that when they're full of it, and she's polite and respectful. And she's willing to give new people a chance to have to stand in the back because it's such a small room. And she's got a thing that 10,000 people have applied, where journalists from various podcasts and things like that can have their day at the White House. And they had a nice gentleman today from, what was it called? It was a good name, too. Can't think of it. But he was also interviewed later on by Will Kane. Will Kane on Fox News, who replaced Neil Cavuto. We're still waiting to see where Neil Cavuto is going to wind up, but it was a wonderful week. Pam Bondi did a wonderful job during her confirmation hearing. So did Kash Patel. They're really after him, but most of all, they're after Tulsi Gabbard. A lot of it uh, is involved in this Snowden. Um, she would not call him a traitor. They insisted that she call uh, Eric Snowden, right? Snowden, a traitor. And she said he broke the law. He broke the law, you know. I don't know enough about that to speak intelligently about it. Her feeling with talking to Assad was to calm things down, not to encourage him, not to say that she was a supporter of him. They try to twist things. Uh, Tulsi is very much against us going into other countries and getting involved in their wars for them. Uh, Being an American soldier herself for many many years, and still in the reserves as a lieutenant colonel, I think she knows the hell that war is and doesn't want to see us fighting the Ukraine war, for example, for them. Um, but someone like Donald Trump, he's going to meet with Putin very soon. And don't be surprised if something good doesn't come out of that, because Trump knows how to do it. Papa's back in the house. Papa's back in the house. Now, does Papa speak inappropriately sometimes and a little mean when he doesn't have to, and also sound like a sore winner sometimes? Yes, he does. It's not like the people who voted for Donald Trump don't say, "Oh, I wish he hadn't said that," or, "I wish he would have put that a different way." And don't speak before you have all the facts, because they'll use it against you if your assumptions are wrong. Be careful, Mr. President. I understand once in a while, time you're going to want to, use your favorite curse word. Thank God that's not the Lord's name in vain. Joe Biden used that. Oh, Mr. Catholic, who would put 60, 70, and 80-year-olds in prison who just stood in front of abortion clinic. This guy's no more a Catholic than Lucifer himself. No more than Pope Francis is, by the way, who said, "Oh, they're, all faiths are paths to God." Has he read his Bible, Pope Francis? What an embarrassment. Get this heretic out of there. Speaking of the heretic, it's only $5.99 to see that now with Hugh Grant. I got to see that movie, Hugh Grant in The Heretic, when the Mormon missionaries come a knocking and wish they never did. I've been wanting to see that. It started out, it was 24 to buy and 19.99 to view, but now it's down to, it always does, and it comes down pretty fast because people are waiting. They're not going to pay, three times what it soon will be. If it's going to be $5.99, they're not going to pay $19.99 if they didn't go to the theater. It was back in the 80s when it was around, Lizard Lounge. Okay, I'm glad you guys are having a conver. Um, who else have I got, though? There is a Lizard Lounge in Cambridge. I think Lizard is the top title today. Where are all my other people? Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Yeah. So there you go. 27 watching. We're not exactly catching the night on fire here, but people are coming home from work. People are, watching their favorite television shows, and now this story is breaking. So, is that still that active? That fire is still that active. My goodness. Kim Lackey, details about the jet that crashed. It is supposedly an air ambulance. Supposedly. I hate that. But when people use that word with Bob Joyce, my antennas go up. But I understand you're getting this from some source, right? You're not just telling me that, um, I hear a plane right now. That's an experience I don't want to have. We have Stewart Airport near us. It is supposedly um, an air ambulance with two pilots, two doctors, a patient, and a family member. So if that's true, that is another awful, 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 awful. Uh, and a jet with one engine, that can't be right. There's got to at least be two on a Lear jet. There's got to be. So that's a lot of fuel. And so there you go. Um, if they don't serve alcohol, Hockey 92, you just might be in a strip bar, a topless bar. Stress the topless part. Um, no, wait a minute. I got to think about that. This is just something a friend told me once. If it's all naked bar, no alcohol, period. If it's a topless bar, I think there could be alcohol. Uh, if it's all naked, you're going to pay $6 or $7 for a Snapple. That's what they tell me. I don't know Lizard Lounge radio. I'm just I'm just I'm just saying things shouldn't have said. Gregory Hines, Houston Lizard Lounge was a dance club. Wow, I didn't realize it was such a big thing because it indicates that there'll be ladies of the evening there, the world's oldest profession. The world's oldest profession. I mean, Granny Clampett was the first prostitute. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Got a lot of guys here, huh? I think we've turned the women away. Turning the women away here. So, it's always something that we're keeping an eye on. Um, one day I'm encouraged, one day I'm not encouraged. Right now, pre-recorded videos are doing better than live shows. But if I mention, Bob Joyce, of course, the live show count goes up. If I don't, if I try something totally left field, 200 views, 300 views, 400 views, something like that, you know. Nice response, though, to the Vernon Presley video, where we show the complete video he did from 1977. So check that out if you haven't already. And people are starting to watch the Jamie Lissau video, who we saw last Friday night in Poughkeepsie at the Laugh It Up Club, Karen and I. So that's good. That's good. So, so they don't have much on CNN other than pictures of flames and people that heard the explosion that lived nearby and stuff like that. That's what they're covering right now. I might put up another pre-recorded video this weekend. We shall see. Saturday night is Worldwide Ramblings at 10 p.m. East Coast time. 10 p.m. East Coast time. Smooth jazz. I like jazz, but I would never buy an album. I would probably not go to see a jazz show unless I knew somebody that was playing. Like if I were down in Las Vegas and the group that my friend Mike Candido was in. He's also the drummer for Gary Puckett in the Union Gap, and he's one of the doo-wop singers in the Night Kings. They play in Las Vegas, and Gary plays everywhere still. Jackie Organ. Hi, Jack and everyone. I'm back watching from Australia. Yeah, what's the temperature in Australia, Jackie Organ? We won't be here long. It's just a pop on to pop off. But we are very short of women. I'm assuming you're a woman, and that's an assumption I should not make. I mean, people call me Jackie. Yeah, I was Jackie London on the radio for a while. I didn't want to be, but the program director wouldn't let me be Jack Rabbit. I wanted to change from Willard to a more catchy name when I took like a 6-month break and came back. And I wanted to be Jack Rabbit, but they said, "No, that's too hokey." So he looks up on the wall and he sees the Beatles live at the London Palladium. He says, "Why don't you be Jackie London?" And I said, "That sounds like the guy who wrote Call of the Wild, Jack London, you know?" But I went with it. And then some guy named Rick Love became the program director eventually. And he started putting the word Luther in the middle of my name. So all of a sudden I was Jackie Luther London. I know you probably don't care about any of this, but that's my story and I'm sticking to it. That's how it goes. But welcome, welcome, welcome from the land down under. Have you been like real close to a kangaroo, Jackie? Have you been nearby? Do they put them in the zoo there at in Australia, Sydney or Perth or Melbourne? Can you go to a zoo and there's kangaroos in the zoo? Have they ever like walked downtown and walked into a food place or something like that? That's what bears do sometimes. They walk right into the candy store. You're not going to tell them they're not going to have candy. You just back up and let them be glad there's candy there, because if there's no other lunch, you're going to become lunch. You will be lunch. I say, I say, I say. So I had some great clam chowder today with Carmen at the Colonial. They really good New England clam chowder. And I had a cheeseburger with grilled onions and brought some soup home for Karen. She didn't want to go. I brought some soup home from Karen. So tonight, watch a little Jesse Waters and um, see how this story plays out here from Philadelphia. Maybe a little Sean Hannity and watch some Dark Shadows reruns on. We're over at Prime Video now. Tubi was getting weird. So we just switched over to Prime Video like we used to watch Dark Shadows over there. And we're at like episode number 106 right now, 106, 107. Matthew Morgan. We're in the one now where Matthew Morgan, the caretaker, it's been revealed that he killed Bill Malloy. And he's holding up in the secret room of the old house. That's how you say it. You don't say the old house. It's the old house. And young David, who's now the same age as me and was the same age as me back then, come to think of it, David Hennessy playing David Collins, he will be sneaking. He'll discover that Matthew's hiding out there, even though he's in the secret room. He comes out sometimes, and he will start to bring Matthew food and drink. And eventually, somehow, I don't even know how that story, I've seen it before too, a number of times, twice at least. I can't remember what happens that Matthew exits the show, wonderfully played by the late, great Thayer David, who is really David Thayer, but there was already a David Thayer, and you can't have two in the entertainment field. So he reversed it and became Thayer David. He was in Rocky, the first Rocky movie. He played the money man. He was the money man. They go to see the money man. That's Thayer David. And so he will be out of Dark Shadows now until they go back in time to the year 1795, and he will play an amazing character called Ben Stokes. I tell you, start with episode 210. Don't watch these early ones like I'm watching, because you won't appreciate them till you really get the feel of the show. Start with episode 210 on Tubi, and but you'll get hooked right away. You'll get hooked right away. That's my theory. That's the start of the vampire storyline, where the show went from almost canceled to millions of people, and you'll love it. I bet you'll love it. Most of you will. Even you, Barbara Kendall. Got to go. See you later. Bye. Thank you, BK, for stopping by. We were very short on females this time around. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow night, Barbara. Kangaroos are not on the street where I live. You made me think of that song. I have often walked down this street before, but the pavement never fell beneath my feet before. Oh boy. Here I am, 20 stories high or something, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Remember that? Remember that? They're not on the street where you live. Why? They can't get there? Well, they can't take a taxi, but they are in other states states of Australia. Yeah, I forget again. You guys got states just like we do. I get you. I get you. Teresa Williams, have you heard the recorded song Vernon sang? He wrote it and recorded it in his office at Graceland when he was getting divorced from his wife, Dee. Heard it today. Could you email me more about that? Jack the Fair Guy at gmail.com. Jack the FAIR guy at gmail.com. I'll put it right here. I'll put it right here. I have often walked down this street before, but the pavement never fell beneath my feet before. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to know more about that, exactly where you saw it and everything, because I'm going to be closing this up here. I'm going to be closing this up here. Um, and tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, we'll be back for Worldwide Ramblings. I hope you will all join me at that time. Thank you again, Hockey92, for hitting the thanks button. If you don't find the thanks button in the replay, you'll find it in another recent video. Sometimes when I do videos like that Osmond song from The Plan, Let Me In, they wouldn't let me monetize. When they won't let me monetize, there's also no thanks button either. It's like a double whammy, but I want you to hear these tunes. So my gift to you, we're going to continue doing great songs that you may have never heard. Next, a song from the Association. I'll probably record that tonight. I'm going to keep everything set up here, you know. I won't fold things up. So we'll see what's going on. Pray for the people on this in this latest small jet plane crash, if it was indeed a jet. Have a terrific Saturday. And don't forget to join me tomorrow night, 10 p.m. East Coast time. Okay. Bob singing American Trilogy with Matt still bowls me over. Incredible. Absolutely. Aha moment. Aha moment. It really, really was for many people. So the haters and the self-appointed Elvis protectors and what have you, what can I say? It's America. If you turn libelous, you set yourself up. You set yourself up if you turn libelous in your comments. You know what I'm saying? All right, my buddies, my friends, my chaps, my pals, my amigos, my amigas, my senoritas, my senors. Uh, can't wait to talk to you in about 26 hours on Worldwide Ramblings. Bye bye for now. My name is Jack Willard. Big God bless you. I do appreciate you so much. Bye bye.